Hello, fellow Titans and Scholars. This is Professor Denham. I'm your instructor for HCOM 235, which is the Essentials of Argumentation. So this is a video just welcoming you to the class, letting you know a little bit about myself, introducing myself to you, and telling you a little bit about the course and the structure of our course. So as you know, our course is fully online, and the structure of our course is that it is fully asynchronous, which means that we don't have set times and meetings. Rather, I give you information, I give you work to do, and you need to work and get it done and submit it by the deadlines. So that's kind of what fully asynchronous means. Many of you probably already know that. You may have had a fully asynchronous class before, but for any of you who are new to it, that's how things work. So, for example, on our Canvas page, I encourage you to scroll through and browse through our Canvas page. That's our online classroom. Um, so within the Canvas page, within our Canvas course, you'll see all kinds of documents and resources. You'll see a section where there'll be PowerPoints and for lectures, PowerPoint lectures and videos. The way that I do that is essentially I will give you a copy of the PowerPoint that I'm speaking from, and then a video that accompanies it. So just like you were in a physical classroom, like if you were in a physical classroom, you would see the PowerPoint on the screen, and then you would hear me talk, right? So I'm essentially simulating that same sort of experience where I give you the PowerPoint, I give you a copy of the PowerPoint, and then I create a video, a lecture video of me walking through and talking through the PowerPoint. Within the video itself, you won't actually see the PowerPoint, so you need to have that out in front of you. Following as you were listening to the video. And I'll explain that in the first PowerPoint video that you'll see, which will be next week. So that's that. I do have office hours. I have online office hours. As you can see on the syllabus, my office hours are Mondays and Wednesdays from 12:30 to 2. And what online email office hours are is essentially my commitment is that I'm going to be checking my email. I have my email open and active from that time period, 12:30 to 2, such that if you email me during that time, you'll get an immediate response. Maybe not like the second you email, but either within 30 seconds or a minute or two. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of the format for that kind of thing. A lot of questions that you have could probably be answered by either looking at the textbook, reading through the syllabus, looking at the course schedule, looking through Canvas. But anything that's related to the course or just a specific question that you have, feel free to reach out to me. We can also meet through Zoom if you're wanting to do that. If you'd rather meet through Zoom, we can do that. Or if you're on campus and you'd like to meet with me in person, I'll have those same office hours, 12:30 to 2, in a physical office in College Park 27510. So I'll be there physically in person Mondays and Wednesdays, 12:30 to 2. Those are my office hours. I'll be there several other days of the week and more time than just that. So let's just say you're on campus. If you wanted to visit me in a time frame that wasn't 12:30 to 2, I might be in there and I might not be in there. But anyways, my office is College Park 27510. College Park is the building that's across from the main campus. It's right across from the Mahalo Business School. College Park is a big building, and it's right across from Hope University, the Hope College, private college, and then next to all the food places like Witch and whatnot. So it's on the second floor, and 275 is going to be at the very end of one of the hallways when you get to the second floor. And then you'll see the door. It says 275, and then you'll see signs that say HCOM or COM on there or something like that. And when you open that door, you'll see a whole suite of offices. You'll see like cubicles and all kinds of offices with doors. Mine is 27510. So it's suite 10. You walk in, and then you make a right, sharp right, and mine's right there. Anyhow, you're welcome to visit me in person. I am fully vaccinated. As you probably know, you're not as a member of Cal State Fullerton campus, you're not supposed to be asking people. You're not really allowed to ask people if they've been vaccinated, whether it's teacher to teacher, student to teacher, student to student. But I just tell you that just so you know, for any sort of if you're concerned at all. I'm fully vaccinated as of this month. Feeling great, feeling fine. So that's that. So our course is Essentials of Argumentation, and as you probably already know, that this is a textbook. It's Arguing, Reasoning, and Thinking Well. I've been teaching from this textbook now for a few semesters. This is my third or fourth consecutive semester using that textbook. And that textbook is a good indication of what we're going to be talking about. The title of the textbook, Arguing, Reasoning, and Thinking Well. So the focus of this course, what I focus on in the course, is the building blocks of arguing, and sort of demystifying the whole concept of an argument. So a lot of times when people hear the word argument, they think of it as a dirty word, a nasty word. Argument means bad. It means you got in a fight. An argument is one type of communication interaction, and a fight is another kind. Arguments and fights are not the same thing. Now, most people, when they say you got into an argument, the assumption is that it's a bad thing. In this class, what we'll learn about is like the building blocks of what makes an argument. And you'll learn that it's a skill set. Learning how to develop an argument is like you're building something. If you think of like a building metaphor, if you've never built anything before, well then that's okay, because I've never really built anything before. I'm not very handy with that kind of stuff. I'm a great cook, but not very handy with building things that are not food. So think of it like this textbook is going to give you all kinds of tools that have to do with argumentation. And once we learn about the tools, you learn how they work, and you learn how to like put them together. You use the tools to take from like human interactions and things you read online and things you see on the TV and experiences you've had. Those are all different types of communication experiences. And the things you learn in the textbook are tools that you use to take all those experiences and evidence and so on and so forth, and you construct an argument. If you have a point, you have an opinion on something, or you want to share your viewpoint on something, taking a course like this is equipping you and enabling you to be able to formulate, to construct an argument that makes sense. The goal of this class is not to become like really good at arguing with people, even though some students say like I want to win every fight. I want to win every argument. I'm not shaming you for that being your goal, but that's not the goal of this class. That's not my goal for you. That's not the goal of the textbook, so I want to be real clear with that. The goal is to learn about arguing and how to reason and how to use evidence to support a point, or how to spot someone else. So oftentimes, one of the most valuable takeaways from a course like this, especially from using a textbook like this, is that you learn how to spot, you learn how to detect when someone else is using a bad argument, or they're just using an argument ineffectively or incorrectly, or they're using a fallacy, right? You develop this ear for that kind of thing. You're hearing words, right? It's kind of similar to like your palate. If you're learning how to cook, maybe you've never cooked before, or you like good food, but you don't really know much about cooking, and you start experimenting with different styles of cooking and flavors and tastes and spices and all that kind of stuff, and then you develop a palate, right? Your palate can detect flavors and textures and techniques with enough time and experience, right? So a course like this, you get familiar with the tools, you learn how to use them, and then you develop not so much a palate, but in your brain, right, within your head, within your mind, you learn how to spot when someone is deviating from an argument and going into a fight, or they're deviating from an argument and now they're using a fallacy, right? A fallacy is basically anything that takes the focus off of the issue at hand. So oftentimes a fallacy is you change the subject, give someone the silent treatment, you attack a person instead of their argument. In an argument, you might realize, oh my gosh, I'm not winning this argument. So then I might bring up something that the person did 2 years ago to make them look bad, and maybe that hurts their feelings. Maybe it makes them more angry. But that is a fallacy, and that's a incorrect form of arguing. So that's kind of a preview of what we'll be doing in this course. Yeah, I think that's a good enough preview for what we'll be doing in this course. Of course, read through the table of contents, look at the syllabus, look at the course schedule, and see what we got going on for the semester. And of course, everything we're doing is in Canvas. So all of your assignments will be submitted to Canvas. And the way I have it set up is that pretty much everything is going to be due on a Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. That's the deadline. Of course, you're encouraged to submit things prior to the deadline, but the deadline for pretty much all assignments is going to be 11:59 p.m. on Sunday night. So basically, just before midnight on Sundays. It's like the very end of the week, right before you start the new week. So you have all that time, or in many cases, you have more than just a week to work on something. You'll have several weeks to work on something, or a few weeks to work on something. So that's one of the challenges of being in a fully online, fully asynchronous course, is that you see what you have due, you see the work that you have to get done, and it's up to you to manage that time. We're not meeting in a physical classroom where I can basically like get you to work on stuff in that hour time frame and actually get you to get work done. It's up to you how to get that done. Now I'm definitely a supporter and encourager of trying to get you to stay on track and sending you reminders and stuff like that. But ultimately, it's up to you to get your work done. Read through the syllabus on the late work policy so you understand how that works. You do have two things due this Sunday. Sunday the 29th, you have your student profile due and the Dr. Joseph TED Talk assignment. Student profile, really easy to do. You have you'll see that on our Canvas page. You'll see just a blank document, or it's a template. It says student profile. You'll see a blank template. Just asks you for some information about yourself, some demographic info, real basic stuff. And then also you need to attach a photo. So I've always done this where I have students fill out a student profile so I can learn a little bit about themselves, and then also see a photo of them so I can match a face to a student's name, especially with online stuff. Because for me, I have all these students, and I just see a name, and then I just see text on a screen. But it's weird for me not to actually interact with the person face to face. So that's the assignment. You'll attach a photo. You can copy and paste the photo into the Word document and then just submit that, or you can convert the Word document to a PDF. That's fine too. You can attach a separate photo, so you can attach your completed student profile and then just attach a photo like a JPEG or something like that. Please do make sure that for the student profile, you're either using a good old-fashioned Microsoft Word document or a PDF. In other words, please do not submit any Pages files or Google Docs or anything like that, because oftentimes bad things happen to where the file's corrupted, I don't have permission to open it, or my computer doesn't have the app or the program to open the thing that you submit. So to avoid all those headaches and confusions and potentially the loss of points, potentially like a 0 on an assignment, because if it's not submitted and then I don't have it and then I reach out to you and then you don't respond to me, then you might get a 0 and you might not know over 3 weeks, and that's not good. So, Word document or PDF document. Pretty simple. So that's that. That's for the student profile. The other assignment that's due this Sunday is the Dr. Joseph TED Talk assignment. And that is a TED Talk given by a person who is a Dr. Ivan Joseph. He's at the time he was giving the speech, he was an athletic director or a sports coach. I forget exactly. But anyways, he has a sports background, and he gives his TED Talk on the whole concept of self-confidence. It's a great TED Talk. I've been using this with students for several years now, and I get really, really good feedback from the students in terms of how much they like the video and then how much it helped them to understand their own journey of self-confidence. So your assignment is to watch the video and then answer a set of questions that go along with the video. And all those details are explained within the assignment module on Canvas. So just read the directions, follow the directions. You'll see the questions in advance. You'll see the questions that you have to ask. So read those questions first prior to watching the video, so you know what to look for. And then what I highly recommend that you do is, once you actually start to watch the video, just take notes. Take notes on the video, especially as it relates to the specific questions that you're being asked of for the assignment. But take notes on the video, paper and pencil, or just typing them in your computer. And then once you're done, if you've taken good notes, then the whole process of answering the questions and submitting your work is going to be a lot easier. It's a video that I've seen so many times. So you could watch the video and then maybe watch it once and then watch it again, and the second time you can take notes. However you want to do it is fine by me. So those two things are due this Sunday night. Um, those things are, yeah, they're available. I believe they're available right now on our campus page. But anyways, that's what you got going on. But stay tuned and stay tuned for more stuff that you'll see populate on Canvas in terms of other types of assignments and resources and whatnot. But I think that's about it. But hey, I'm really looking forward to working with all of you this semester. Again, my name is Professor Denham. You can call me whatever you want as long as it's respectful. As you can see, I'm pretty casual. I'm just wearing a t-shirt and shorts. And this is my new office space. I just moved. My wife and I just moved from here. I mean, to here from Orange. And yeah, I guess I didn't really tell you a little bit about myself. Real briefly, I've been teaching college for 15 years. I've been married for 14 years, and I have two kids, Sadie and Graham. They're about Sadie's almost 7. Graham will be 5 in December. So you might see them at some point make an appearance in a video. They're known to sort of making a cameo, pop in as I'm doing a lecture or doing something on a camera. So doesn't bother me. If anything, it makes it fun. But that's that. I got my master's at Cal State Fullerton. Got my PhD at LSU, Louisiana State University. Go Tigers! And yeah, I've been teaching for a while, and I love teaching communication. I love interacting with students, and I've taught all different types of courses in my career at multiple colleges all throughout Southern California, and then of course at LSU. But yeah, looking forward to working with all y'all, and hope you're doing great. I'll talk to you later. Bye.